So when I was 18, I was transitioning out of the supermarket business, and my father actually, he suggested that I get into government, a little more stable. Didn't want to at first, and ended up at the landfill. So I started in August of 1997, right out of high school, and slowly but surely out of the landfill, made my way into collections, made my way into management. So yeah, here we are 20 years later. What I really love about the solid waste department is the customer interaction. I get to go out and speak to customers and see how my employees are acting, see if we're providing the service that we're called to provide. But also I just get to meet more people. I get to network a little bit and kind of get my boots on the ground and see, again, just talk to various business owners, see what they're all about, and just get to know the constituents of Albuquerque. So one of the things I really enjoy about the city is, let's be honest, the stability, but also I get to see my city from a different perspective, and I get to meet different people from different departments and see what they do during the course of the day. And it's great to see the city that I grew up in from, the parks perspective or the trash perspective or golf course perspective. So it's good to have a different avenue and an outlook on our city. What I really enjoy about the people with the city of Albuquerque is we're made up of a bunch of different, backgrounds. So we get to learn from each other, and we're not, yes, we're pretty much, we're mainly all here from Albuquerque, but we've all come from different backgrounds, maybe different parts of the state. So we pull that forward with us, and we're able to work with each other and, get a different set of eyes on our department, if someone comes in for meetings or whatnot. But just the variety of people that we get to deal with and their different societal and cultural backgrounds is great. I'm really thankful for the city of Albuquerque because they've really given my family, benefits. They've, there's been health, vision, dental. I retire in 4 years, so that's really what I'm really thankful for. I'm going to retire at the age of 44. So, where else, right? City of Albuquerque, their retirement's great. My name is Rob Vigil, Assistant Superintendent for Solid Waste Management Department.
So I was working as an electrician, doing some freelance work, and I just found it wasn't very satisfying. I just woke up one day and said, I just wish I could be a gardener for a living. And lo and behold, through a farming and food growing forum, I found that the city was hiring for a gardener at the Botanic Gardens. So I gathered up all my resources for my resume and applied confidently. What I love working most about with the city of Albuquerque is that they really want me to be my greatest self. They really want to invest in you as a person, because they know that if you feel good, then you're going to do good work for the city. So they have all kinds of programs. I'm really looking forward to going back to school, which is a program that the Public Service University offers. I find that if I ask for certain trainings, then my bosses, they pull it together to get me what it is that I need to do my job the best. Gosh, I have a great group of coworkers. They are all well-informed, and some just come from so many different backgrounds, so we have lots to share. I have learned so much from them. And they've been really supportive as a new employee. They really took me under wing and just helped me find where I would work best at the gardens. So the city has some wonderful benefits. I find that effortlessly, every week I find that I have a great vacation accrual. I have great, sick leave. They take care of you when you need to take care of yourself or your family. I found that was really important, especially as a single mom. I found that it is a struggle to feel that you can take the time off to take care of the rest of your family, and the city really values families, and I think they created a wonderful benefit package for that. Yeah, so if people are interested in working for the city, I would look onto the city's website and find out what jobs they have posted. It's very easy and navigatable, and I would just look at your experience and think about where you could lend a hand, but also take chances and find something that you might find interesting, because you're going to be here for a while. So it's a great place to work. My name is Sarah Jane Gendron, and I am a gardener at the Botanic Gardens, which is a part of the biopark.
I came to the city of Albuquerque about 12 years ago. The city of Albuquerque was a second career for me. Prior to this, I worked in news journalism. I was looking for a new career as the newspapers around the nation were beginning to dwindle for opportunities, and I went into IT. I started studying website design and work and coding, and with that I was able to go on and bring my previous skills working in communication, specifically in writing, and apply those as a technical writer here for the city of Albuquerque. In those years in which I've worked here, I've been able to climb the career ladder here, starting as a technical writer, going on to working in website administration, then from IT management, and currently to my job now, I'm a systems analyst for the city of Albuquerque. One of the things that makes the city of Albuquerque a great place to work is the support that I've received for professional development, be it training on new systems that we use in the IT department, as well as the educational opportunities that the city of Albuquerque has helped me. One of the things that I love about working with the people here at the city of Albuquerque is the cross-section of folks that we have who come and work at City Hall or for the city itself. We have people of all different backgrounds, all different upbringings, people from Albuquerque, people from other places who've come to help work within municipal government to try and make Albuquerque the best place that it can be. One of the things that I love about working for the Department of Technology and Innovation are the new challenges that we have every day. Challenges that we can solve with new technologies or finding new solutions to the problems that we have, and in doing so we're able to help serve our community. My name is Miguel Navrat. I work for the Department of Technology and Innovation here at the city of Albuquerque, where I am a systems analyst.
So how I arrived at the city was my previous manager actually came on board 2 months prior to me coming on board, and when I learned about a workers' compensation position being vacant, I was interested and applied, and here I am.
Great.
One of the things I love working for the city is the versatility. I like the fact that being here, I have an opportunity to work in several departments. I think there's like 23 or 26 departments, so there's a lot of great opportunity out there. Some of the things that I have an opportunity to do is I get to work with a lot of great people, whether they are employees or patrons of the city of Albuquerque, is the different types of personalities in reference to the employees that I interact with on a daily basis. Very professional, very bright, very talented, and I'm very appreciative being part of the team. Some things I think are really cool that I'm going to brag about is working with the departments. As a safety compliance specialist, I'm actually assigned to a few departments, and I have an opportunity to reach different levels of ages from 18 and above and work with training needs for that department, and to actually, one of our goals is to reduce exposure to the city, whether it be an injury, an accident, property damage, something to that effect. So prior to coming to the city, I worked for a company that only allowed the employees to cap vacation and or sick time. We had one bank to access. What's really cool about working for the city is you actually have a vacation bucket and a sick time bucket, and you're able to accrue within the amount of time that you're with the city as far as service. So every so often, I think it's like incremental 5 years, you accrue more in your bucket, and I'm never pressed or stressed about having to take time. So that's a really cool benefit. Another cool benefit is access to gyms. There's actually a gym in the city building that's attached to the law enforcement center, and I don't even have to go outside. I just can crawl underneath, not crawl, but walk underneath the gym, the tunnel, and I have access to the gym, and I think that's really cool. Actually, as far as advice, I actually solicit the younger generation and talk about the cool benefits and investing their youth in a governmental agency. Given that I'm on the 25-year plan, which is really awesome, that folks that are coming in are 30 years. But if you're 20 and 30 years from now you'll be 50, it's a great investment because of retirement, and actually can wind up having a second career. So I always look for talent, and I do solicit working for a government agency. I do plan to retire, and that's probably when I'm going to be 64, because I'll have time invested, and I'm really excited about my future, and I'm not I feel I have more financial security because I work for this city. My name is Kelly Price. I work with risk management. I am in the loss prevention department, and I am a safety compliance specialist.
Well, I started my career at ABQ Ride as a customer service supervisor, then worked my way up to a marketing specialist. I had owned restaurants downtown, and the city supervisors, managers, I guess, were impressed with my customer service skills in my restaurant. They said, hey, we really need someone like you to join our team. Consequently, my wife ran the restaurant. She said, yeah, hey, this sounds like a great opportunity. Why don't you go and apply? What I look forward to accomplishing is trying to convey to as many citizens in the city of Albuquerque the benefits of using alternative forms of transportation other than their vehicle to get to work every day. Because again, it'll save them anywhere between $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 depending on what type of vehicle they drove, and just giving them the benefits of commuting, carpooling, getting to know their neighbors if they live in the East Mountains. There's lots of alternatives to driving your own car to work every day. I think what I love most is what it brings for me personally, and that is a fabulous pension program, fabulous benefits, owning your own business. Of course, you have to pay for your own health care. So with the city, day one, first day on the job, you're covered on a fabulous health plan. What I love about my coworkers is that they come from similar backgrounds than me. Most of them are about my age, so we all talk about how great it's going to be when we finally can retire and we can get our pension, and about the benefits, because we are older and we do have some health concerns, and the benefits with the city of Albuquerque are fabulous. A great piece of advice that I would give to persons who are thinking about joining the city of Albuquerque is security. It will give you security in retirement. Many people they don't seem to be able to save money in a 401k. It requires a lot of self-discipline, but with the city, they take out your retirement for you, and at the end of your employment, you have again a fabulous retirement plan that gives you a sense of security, even if you haven't been able to budget as well as you'd like to for your 401k or other traditional retirement plans. So again, I think the city gives you a fabulous sense that during your retirement, you will be taken care of. You will be getting a portion of your salary for the rest of your life and the rest of your spouse's life if you choose that option. So it's a sense of security that it gives you, financial security for your retirement. Okay, I've worked for the city of Albuquerque for 12 years. I can retire in 2 years based on age, so that's really only 14 years. If I want to stay longer, of course I can, and I will get a larger pension when I do retire. And I haven't really made a decision yet because I really enjoy my job. My name is Nick Manoli. I work for the Transit Department, ABQ Ride, and I am a marketing specialist.
During my work life, before I became a City of Albuquerque employee, I worked with severely disabled mentally ill people, people recovering from drugs and alcohol, homeless, people who lacked psychiatric ward. Spent a couple years on that ward working with people. Severely, profoundly, developmentally delayed people, deaf, blind. And one day, I was reading the newspaper, Sunday paper, and looked at the ads, and I saw an ad for the Employee Assistance Program Coordinator for the City of Albuquerque, and I thought to myself, what would it be like to work with people who actually had the capacity to be able to hold a full-time job? I'm going to apply for that job, and I'm going to get that job. And I did. And over 100 people applied. I got the job, and I was told after my interview that I got the job because I had so much experience they figured I could handle anything. and because I said, what an honor it's going to be to work with people who suit up and show up every day. What I love about working for the City of Albuquerque is the opportunity to get to know 6,500 people and members of their family, the people who run this town, who make it possible for over 500,000 people to be able to live here. What an honor. And city employees are brave, and they're tough, and they're strong. And I do a lot of training. I have met literally thousands of city employees in my 27 and a half years of service here, and each and every one they're just incredible, strong, delightful human beings. They're part of the community, and they're invested here, and they're proud to be city employees, and it's proud for me to work with them. What I love most about my role in the Employee Assistance Program is, number one, being the manager, being able to determine the direction of the program, and the thousands of people I have been delighted to meet and help with personal problems, work problems. My motto is no problem too large or too small. Everybody gets sucker punched. We're all survivors of some sort of trauma. And I love being in the presence of people and watching them become more and more empowered as they figure it out. So I love the work, and I love the people I get to work with. Some of the benefits I love most, of course, is health insurance for myself and my family, being able to take a vacation, sick leave. I love feeling respected as a city employee, because every city employee is a public official. Each and every one of us is responsible for making this town grand. And I love that. And I consider that a benefit, to be able to be that person. And I also feel it's a benefit to have our legal department, our HR department, all of our departments that I feel circle the wagons around me, and I feel taken care of. I certainly never feel alone. My advice, if you are considering working for the City of Albuquerque and considering applying for a job here, do it. Do it. You won't regret it. It is so fulfilling. You are part of this giant team effort to create a community that people want to live in. A community, a town where people want to raise their children and laugh and play and have a great life. And you get to be part of that. And that's bigger than just working for a company. It's bigger than just pleasing a boss. It's making an entire community feel great about being here. So if you want to work for the city or you're thinking about it, don't hesitate. Do it. My name is Dr. Julia Bain. I have a LPCC, that I'm a licensed professional clinical counselor, national certified counselor, certified employee assistance professional. And I'm the Employee Assistance Program Manager.
I got hired on with the City of Albuquerque 7 years ago, and I appreciate them giving me a chance. At the time, I didn't have a degree, and so with the position that I was in, it definitely needed some education. And so one thing that I love about working for the City of Albuquerque is their employee development. They really care about getting folks educated, either by going back to school and providing assistance with tuition, which just made it so much easier for me to be able to work and go to school, knowing that the city cares about my education and about my improvement of, moving on with different positions. The thing I love most about the people I work with is their heart. They want to help. I've recently been invited to learn more programs with the city, whether it's procurement or doing contracts, and every instance, every department has had someone that is willing to walk through me each step of the way, willing to help me and to further that development. And that's just been so nice to know that people care and that people want to help, especially with new skills that are hard to learn. Our programs are difficult in that not all of them are intuitive, and so it's good to know that we can have a resource in order to further develop those skill sets that are needed every day. I love most about working for the Economic Development Department is we're kind of a tight-knit group. We do potlucks, we care about each other, we spend time getting to know each other. It's not just about the work, you know, it is about the relationship, and we definitely have like a family. And so that makes work so much more fun, to be able to know that people that you're working with care about you. When I started with the City of Albuquerque, I did not have a degree, and now I am happy to say I have an associate's degree, and that is because my director and the Public Service University cared about getting me the education I need while I still was at work. And so I was able to get an associate's degree with C&M, and now I'm working toward my bachelor's degree. I think it would be a good idea for anyone out there looking to apply for the City of Albuquerque. It's a good idea because of what they provide for you. There's a future plan for each individual that works here, and that includes good benefits, that includes good retirement, that includes good development of your skill sets, of your education. The city really cares about its employees, and so that is why I would advise you to apply for any position with the city. My name is Jennifer Walters. I work with the Economic Development Department for the City of Albuquerque, and my position is the Executive Assistant for the department.
I worked for the state of New Mexico, and before that, I worked for the Los Alamos National Laboratories. I came to the city in 2001, and I've loved it ever since. I've been fortunate enough to work at the federal, state, and local levels, and I just love working for the City of Albuquerque. So what I love most about working at the City of Albuquerque is I've had an opportunity to apply the skills that I learned in college and through my career at the federal and the state, and I got to apply it here. And so I was able to conduct research projects on air toxics monitoring. We got to do research on photochemical modeling of ozone. So the job isn't just it isn't your regular job. There's a lot of opportunity here, and so I've really enjoyed my time, and the thing that I love most is I love working with the citizens. And when somebody comes with a problem, we don't turn them away, we help them through it. And it's even better when it's a problem that's not even in our wheelhouse, and you see the citizen get through the process, and at the end they're happy about it. So I've had a great career here at the city. I'm about ready to retire, and you know what? This has got to be one of the best places to work. What I like most about the people I work with is that we have a very diverse workforce, and we can configure teams to almost basically address and solve almost any problem that's there. The benefits of working for the City of Albuquerque and being an employee here, I would say it's got to be it's just the relationships that you've made. So you really can't put a price on that, but it's those relationships and the people that you interact with every day. It's great. Some of the benefits that I've taken advantage of is I've taken advantage of the deferred compensation that's provided or that you can opt into. I've taken advantage of the wellness programs by getting the gym membership. I felt that the City of Albuquerque, the benefits, the health benefits are just, you can't match them. So it's really good. I would give somebody that's thinking about working for the City of Albuquerque, don't think about it, do it. This is the greatest place to work. How this job has impacted my life, I'm very close to retirement. I'm about 1 month away, and how it's impacted, it's opened up so many doors. I mean, I've got 4 job offers, and I haven't even put in 1 job application. And let me tell you, I think why this has happened is because when you hire a city employee or somebody who's retired from the city, they're dependable, they're knowledgeable, and they know how to navigate through the community. So we're assets, and people want assets, and good, solid assets. I'm Fabian Macias. I've worked for the City of Albuquerque for 18 years. I work in the Environmental Health Department, and I am the air quality official.
Prior to coming to the City of Albuquerque, I was a former employee, and I loved that job. I really enjoyed the people, but I was given an opportunity to work somewhere else, and then I left and had an opportunity to come back to the city in another department, in another position, and everybody has been phenomenal, and the city really does offer a great benefits package, and we all strive to help one another in our department, and it's a family away from your home family. It's really nice, and I really enjoy who I work with and what I do. What I love about working for the city are the people. It's really amazing, and you get a sense of being a part of something really big, and regardless of what project you're working on, it's really a comfort to know that you can count on your colleagues and everybody else to lend a hand when you need it. My role with DMD is as a programmer analyst, which means I get to play with computer codes all day. However, I get to interact with colleagues, and we have a huge department, and working with various people in the various divisions allows me to use technology to provide them with better opportunities to make their job easier, and I'm doing that. The city allows me as an employee to contribute my talents in various means by volunteering, and I do that as a Better Health Ambassador, which I really love. It's exciting to help colleagues and myself watch us grow and change into having a better lifestyle and habits, and that's really fun. It allows me to interact with people in different departments that I never knew before. Everywhere I go now, people point out, "Hey, how's it going, Rochelle?" And it's really great, but it's really opened up a wide network of being able to help others live healthy lifestyles, which is what the city aims for its employees to engage in. Since I started back with the city, I am working on 2 master's degrees, and I'm lucky enough to have the city of Albuquerque provide some tuition reimbursement for me, and that really helps me grow educationally and as a person, and it doesn't create the financial burden that I might otherwise have. If you are wanting to apply here, go for it. You won't find a better organization to help you grow individually and into your talents and your gifts and your skill set. And the city is always offering you opportunities to enhance whatever it is that you are trying to do. And even if you start one place, it helps you, the city will help you grow and become a leader and hopefully promote you within to be able to do that. That's really an opportunity you can't pass up. Regardless, I've said it before, it just truly is amazing to come to work with the people that I work with. We're all supportive of one another regardless of what we do. My name is Rochelle Carmen, and I am a programmer analyst with the Department of Municipal Development.
So before I applied for the city, I worked in higher education for a private and a public sector, and really loved education, but kind of wanted to do something a little different instead of working with students. So I started looking for positions within the city, and I found this learning organizational analyst. I applied for that position, came for the interview, and realized that the person who was interviewing me was someone that I had worked with in my previous career. So I have a motto that says you're always interviewing for your next job. I did that about 15 years ago. So it worked out really well. I applied for the position. Again, a little hesitant coming to work for the city. The money wasn't as fantastic as I would have hoped it to be, but there were a lot of other benefits, healthcare, para, all of those things that we love here at the city. So applied for the position, came for the interview. It was really hard. The interview, I thought I was going to do brain surgery, but found out that I was a perfect fit, and I was offered the position, and that's where I am today, 5 years later. I love working for the city because I think I have the best job in the entire city. I get to meet pretty much everyone from every department. I do new employee orientation, so I get to talk to new employees, and I get to tell them it's the first day of the rest of their lives, and just kind of set the precedence of what the city has to offer. But on the other hand, I get to work with employees at all levels. So I get to help people move forward in their career. I love that part. I help them with resumes. We do CABQ charm school. We do personality tests. So my job is really, really great because I get to meet everyone and I get to learn about the city every day. I learn something new and what we do amazing every single day. I love the people that work for the city because they're very passionate about what they do. Sometimes the city employees get bad raps. We've all heard all those funny jokes, but city employees work very, very hard. And they're very appreciative when people reach out to them to help them move throughout their career. I have found that people will call me, and sometimes it takes me a little while to get back to them because we're really busy in our office. But for the most part, once I connect with them, they're very excited that someone's there to help them move forward. And city employees are eager to move throughout their career and just be better. The benefits for the city are that we get to be part of something much bigger than ourselves. I didn't know that until I started working here. I didn't realize what all the departments do. So I'm really proud to be a city employee and all the help that they give to citizens throughout the city. I also think we have the most amazing benefits that there are to offer. One of the downfalls of coming to the city is I was going to take a pay cut from where I was at. And financially I had to look at that. But in the long run, what happened is I actually brought home more because our benefits were so great and our para is absolutely amazing. And I get to tell people that all the time, that we are one of the top 5 in the country when it comes to para. So I think benefits. The new parental leave that has just come out for employees is probably the most amazing thing I've ever heard. I have passed that in my life, but excited for new families to come up because that is a true benefit. So I think the benefits outweigh so many of the things in other positions that I've had. So before employees apply for a position, and I do this all the time in resume writing, it is the responsibility of the person, the applicant, to research what they're looking for. So if you were going to apply to be a city employee, research those departments that you would want to work for. Find out what it is that you like about what they do. That will give you a very good insight. And you could go even above and beyond that and maybe just stop someone when you are driving around and ask them what they love about being a city employee. And it's pretty much the same thing. We love what we do. We have passion for what we do. And you should always research to ensure that that's the right fit for you. I'm Danielle Reed. I'm a learning organizational analyst for the city of Albuquerque. I work for Public Service University, which is an umbrella under the HR department.
So before I came to work for the city of Albuquerque, I worked for the New Mexico Department of Health for 17 years. And I was a health educator and worked in various roles, doing obesity prevention, tobacco use prevention, and then promoting worksite wellness. I also worked at Cannon Air Force Base, and I was the worksite wellness coordinator there. I was at a networking meeting, actually, and we were talking about improving health for all New Mexicans. And I met the insurance and benefits coordinator at one of the meetings, whom I had known before in my obesity prevention role. And he mentioned that there was a job opening for a health and wellness coordinator. And I looked into the city of Albuquerque's benefits, and I was really surprised because I thought the state had better benefits. And the city has better benefits, and in addition, I mean, this job is specifically doing what I want to do. What I like is that there are so many different roles with the city, and if a person is really interested in pursuing their passion and they're the top candidate, they can pursue it here with the city. So what I really love about working for the city of Albuquerque is that my job is very, very rewarding. So I get to help people. I get to help employees and family members to help themselves. And when I hear feedback from them, like for example, when they say they've lost weight or they've improved their blood pressure as a result of participating in our programs, then I know that we are achieving our mission of improving employee health. And so it's very rewarding. What I love about the people I work with in the city is that they're just great. Simply put, they are really great to work with. And in my role, we are trying to create a health-conscious work environment. So I have to collaborate with employees from all the different departments. And over the past 8 years, I have worked with so many people. I've learned about their unique job, specialty, and they've been very easy to work with and really, really great people. We get things done together, and we need to work together in my field, and everybody's willing. Some of the benefits that the city offers that I really value are our medical benefits in particular. I think we have an excellent health plan, and I think the costs are reasonable. The coverage for spouses is very important to me because my husband, through his small business that he works for, doesn't have health insurance afforded to him. So it really helps us a lot that we have not only the medical, but the vision and the dental insurance plans here. I like our holidays. I like our leave. It's really important to have sick leave. If we ever need to be out of the office, we can take the time that we need to come back healthy, and we don't get people sick in the process, and we can recover. So it's important, and we can be well. If I was going to offer advice to somebody about applying for a city job, I would say do it. Some may say that city employees are lazy, and I do not see that in my office. In particular, I work very hard. In fact, I have a lot of responsibilities, and the people that I work with have many responsibilities, so we do our work. And it's a pleasant environment where I work. I'm Lisa McNichol-Gatton, and I'm Health and Wellness Coordinator in the Insurance and Benefits Division of the Human Resources Department.
There's something about to change. We're standing at the border where history is made. We're cranking up the lights now so everyone can see it's all happening right now. We're gonna make you believe it's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be loud. This is our house. We do what we wanna. We'll blow the roof off. Everybody's coming. It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to go down.
When you're ready for a law enforcement career, when you are committed to serve your community, apply for the Albuquerque Police Department Academy. Join APD to make a positive difference for the community, for your family. Join APD to protect public safety and strengthen our community. Be an officer who embodies fairness, respect, integrity. Apply today at apdonline.com. The Albuquerque Police Department.